So if you're a fan of American V-twin motorcycles, you wish you were me today, because we're here with Indian and we got to ride Tyler O'Hara's championship-winning King of the Baggers bike. This is teammate Jeremy McWilliams' bike here. We also got to ride Roland Sands Super Hooligan FTR 1200 racer. So been here all day at Chuckwalla Valley Raceway and riding American V-twins with Indian, and boy, I've had a good time. The day started on the FTR stock bike, fun bike, great street bike, a little bit out of its element here at the track, but still really quick and lots of fun. Then I got to go out on the Super Hooligan racer, and boy, that amped things up in a major way. You can hear one take off right now, as a matter of fact. That bike has one of the gnarliest exhaust sounds I've ever heard. Every time you back off the throttle into a corner, the thing just cackles and barks, and it's just like wicked. It's really awesome. So that bike is really fun too, and the Super Hooligan series is going to have a whole bunch of new brands in. Harley-Davidson's coming in with a version of their Pan America motor somehow. Energica, the electric motorcycle manufacturer, is going to be racing Super Hooligans. So along with Indian and KTM and BMW, that's going to be a really fun series to watch. But the headlining series, of course, is the King of the Baggers. This class emerged a couple years ago. It seemed silly and pointless to take a Challenger or a Road Glide and race them on a road race track. And it turns out they're a blast to watch pound around a racetrack in a place that you wouldn't think they belong. And this bike that we got to ride, Indian's Challenger, it was really interesting to ride it after riding last year the Harley-Davidson Road Glide that Kyle Wyman won the championship on. One thing that really shocked me about this ride was that the Challenger, this 620-pound bagger, steers lighter than the stock Indian FTR. It doesn't seem possible. You look at it, it looks like kind of a barge, but amazingly nimble. It just didn't make sense. And the chassis, like the Harley-Davidson Road Glide I rode last year, again, it's jacked up a whole bunch to get the riding position correct for road racing. You wouldn't want to be taking this out to get a six-pack of beer and stuff it in the bags, because this would make a horrible street bike. But if you did have long legs and take it on the street, you'd be passing everybody in sight, because this is one bad mother. Indian is playing coy with how much power it makes. I think Harley told me last year theirs makes like 100, maybe around 150 horsepower, playing coy. He said, well, we'll give you the same answer as Harley. It's more than 150 horsepower. Boy, it almost feels like 170. Hard to tell with the weight and the power to weight ratio, but it was like, it didn't make sense to be on a road race track, and yet when you're riding it, it really truly does. The one issue I had with the bike is this little pumping or weaving condition in corners that made me nervous at first, but then once I realized that was just part of the platform, you could ride around it and rip some really good laps on it. So for 2023, the King of the Baggers series is going to be, again, one to watch. It'll be fun to see the Harley-Indian battle, and then the Super Hooligan series will be along at several of the rounds. And I'm really happy the Harley-Indian battle is continuing, and I hope after the 2023 season, Harley or Indian will let me get back on one of their baggers for another rip. It's a blast.